welcome back to the Campbell Cabin. This is Darren, and today we are going to have a different project. We're gonna hook up the Woods LRC 60 landscape rake to our Kubota bx23s, and we're gonna clean up this mess we made splitting all this firewood. So let's get started. Here we go. Sometimes it gets a little tricky hooking these things up, and I just kind of muscle it right up to it, considering I don't have a lot of room out there to move around. So try to just get one side on. Get the pin in there. Drag it around. Get the other side on. Put the pin in there. And hook up the top linkage. Now, sometimes you have to start it back up to adjust it to get that to work. Okay, we're not quite done. We have the bottom linkage hooked up, the top linkage hooked up. What we're going to do now is we're going to go get our tools, and we're going to pull around the side on flat ground, and we're going to do a couple measurements and adjust the linkage to get it nice and straight. Okay, everybody, now that we have the rake on the tractor, just kind of swinging. She's swinging in the breeze there. Now, so what we got to do is come down here and tighten our linkage by hand. Take all the slack out of it, basically. Because you want it nice and tight, and you want it trailing right behind the tractor. The best way to do that, to get it snug, pull some measurements, and then tighten it up. So we got that side somewhat snug. Move over to the other side. Okay, you can see it's a little tighter now. Now, get it where we want it. I measure from the back tire to the rake is 38 inches on this side. Wow, 38 inches on that side. I'm good with that. If you're good with that, I'm good with that. Now, so right where it is, we're going to go ahead and snug it up by hand the rest of the way. can see whole tractor moving now. Lock down the lock nut, keeps it from getting loose. Okay. Next, you want to look at your angle. Look at the angle of the teeth. The tines. Look at the angle of the tines. When you drop it, are they pulling to where you want them to pull? Because you could adjust the top linkage. Make sure the top linkage is tight. And no, it's not. Okay. That's why we got this big adjustable wrench. Okay, everybody, now we're ready to go to work. So stand back a little bit and you can watch how well the landscape rake picks up all this loose wood and bark and garbage, all the trash we made from splitting all that wood. Okay, here we go. Like I said, you may have to adjust the top link, and okay, I got the wrench again here. We need to adjust the top link. It's not getting down and digging it up the way I want it to. I have it set up to do some grading, some final grade. I want it to dig down in there pretty good, so we're going to lower it down so it digs down in there a little bit better. Okay, tighten that back up. Sometimes you have to make adjustments. They don't adjust themselves. At least mine tractor doesn't. Here we go. Try it again. can see what we got going here. I have this one big pile of garbage. You can see what I've done here, how much cleanup the landscape rake actually did. Cleaned up this whole area, probably 20 by 35, 20 by 40. We cleaned up this whole area, and I did have to rake a tiny bit around the edges because you can't get that right up against it. We left one piece here, so all we got to do is pick that mess up. Hey YouTube, well, you be the judge. You saw the footage. I think the little landscape rake on the back of the tractor did a fine job. All in all, I got about 2.5, 3 full buckets on the little Kubota, full of garbage, full of rubbish, the bark, the splits, the trash that comes off of the wood. It makes a mess, and you all know that. So I guess we've been out here with the landscape rake on the tractor maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes back and forth, messing around, dragging it through. I spent about 5-10 minutes raking around the edge. I think the landscape rake did a fine job. I think it's one of the many tasks that their 3-point landscape rake works well for the little BX. Okay. If you like what you see and this helped you make a decision if you want to get a landscape rake, or maybe you want to use yours for more than just grading the driveway or grading off a bunch of rocks, and so hey, subscribe, follow me on YouTube. I appreciate it. Thanks again.